Hey guys, today we're making 4 kinds of soft and chewy cookies from just one dough. They're so delicious and simple to make, so let's get started. First, we're gonna make from the base dough. In the bowl, combine the dry ingredients. You can either sift them or mix well with the whisk and set it aside. Next, in a bowl, add soft butter, granulated sugar, and light brown sugar. And mix until they are well combined. And to this, we're gonna add vanilla and eggs. With this recipe, using cold eggs is not going to fail the result, but whenever you have time, I recommend leaving them at room temperature just so that they combine a little bit more easily. The egg will look separated in the beginning, but continue mixing until the batter looks smoother and well combined. Now add the dry ingredients and mix until they are evenly incorporated. Check one more time to ensure that the batter is even and divide it into 4 to make the 4 flavors. Let's work on the chocolate chip cookie first. In the base dough, add oil and chocolate chips. You can cut the chocolate if it looks a little too big. Today I use dark Kubuchu chocolate, but you can also use regular semi-sweet chocolate chips as well. And just mix until they are well combined, and that's it. 1 flavor down. Next, to make the double chocolate cookies, add oil, milk, cocoa powder, and chocolate chips to the base dough. And again, mix until well combined. I recommend using a little bigger bowl because it was a little bit uncomfortable to mix in a small one. The next one is red velvet cookies. Add lemon juice, cocoa powder, and red coloring to the base dough and mix. The last one is ginger molasses cookies. Add molasses, ginger, cinnamon, and all-purpose flour and mix. And now they are too soft to form a ball, so chew them in the fridge completely until they get firm. Divide the dough into 2 ounces, which is 60 grams or about 4 tablespoons, and form a nice bowl shape. And sprinkle a tiny bit of sea salt on top. This is totally optional, so you can omit it if you like, and bake them right away. So this double chocolate cookies does not spread so much in the oven, unlike the other 3 cookies. So push the surface by hand like this until it spreads to about 2.5 inches. The doughs spread a little bit more in the oven when they are left at room temperature. So unless you like that, you don't have to wait after you form the balls. Just bake them right away in the preheated oven. For the molasses cookies, we're gonna coat the sugar around the dough. By applying a tiny amount of water, the sugar sticks more to the dough, but you can omit water if you prefer less sugar on the cookies. It's important not to overbake the cookies to enjoy the soft and chewy texture. The cookies are very soft when they are hot, but wait until it cools down and it'll get firmer and perfectly soft. To dip the red velvet cookies, melt white chocolate. This was chocolate chips, which is often very thick when it's melted. You can add a little bit of oil to make it thinner. For the red velvet cookies, I did not add cream cheese or cream cheese frosting so that we can store them at room temperature for a longer time, but feel free to add cream cheese on top or sandwich the cookies with cream cheese frosting if you are enjoying them sooner to make it really taste like red velvet cake. And for double chocolate, melt dark chocolate chips and dip. With chocolate coating, the cookies look more festive and special. I also made the mini ones and had a tea party with Ray's tea set. The cookies are so simple to make, so this will be a fun thing to do with kids and family. You know, so quickly.
I eat so quickly because it's so delicious.
"11 to 12 minutes is the perfect baking time with my oven, but this can really vary depending on the oven, so I'll adjust accordingly. If you have flavors you don't like from the 4, you can just omit it and make double batch of one of the flavors. For example, you make 2 to 3 flavors or even 1 flavor as you like. If you're planning to give them to somebody and they might not eat right away, I recommend placing each of them in a plastic bag because the cookies can get dried and lose the softness over time when we don't protect the surface. Stacking the cookies, wrap them, and put them in an airtight container also helps, but I recommend placing each of them in a bag when you're planning to gift or sell them. You can store the cookies either at room temperature or in the fridge. Cookies feel a lot firmer when it's chilled in the fridge because of the butter inside. So if you want to enjoy the softer texture, leave them at room temperature ahead or heat them at microwave just a little bit. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy pastry ribbon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!